Hey y'all, it's your girl Shelly, the Financepreneur. Welcome back to another episode. I'm glad to be with you today. Today we are going to talk about the bare necessities of business. Are you really in business, or do you just look like you in business? All right, so let's just keep it real. We got a lot of people who really are like called to be entrepreneurs, called to be business owners, right? But they might not have all the knowledge, all the information, or, they just might like flossing. So what I want to talk about is one of my pet peeves. One of my pet peeves is when people buy things or do things that look productive, but they're really not. So what do I mean by that? Let me elaborate. You say, hey, Shelly, I just started a new business, right? It's going to be big. It's going to be successful. This is my new business number. And I say, okay, cool. So, you got rid of your old number? No, I went and got me a new phone for business. And I'm like, okay, but the business really hadn't even started. You don't have any customers yet. Nobody in your pipeline. You're not even necessarily sure of what your initial offering is going to be. But you went out and got a new phone, what comes with a new phone? The phone itself, which might be a payment, right? So you either paid in full or there's a payment. The insurance on the phone, and this new contract as well. So you got 3 new bills. Y'all, the whole point of being in business is to make money, okay? Not spend it. Now, I'm not faulting anybody who has done this, because you got people who give you advice who really didn't know themselves, and that's what they did. And so they're telling you, you don't want to give out your personal number. You don't want people calling you, like when you run ads. Okay, touche. I get it. But y'all, there are free resources. Free. F-R-E-E, free 99. If you need a new number, you can go on Google. Google literally has an app that you can add to your phone for free that has a totally different number. And the phone will ring within the app. So you know when somebody's calling you for personal or when they're calling you for business. And then besides Google, because y'all, let's be clear, Google is not paying me to say this, right? So if anybody out there has some connections at Google, I would love a sponsorship opportunity. But anyway, there are other apps as well where you can do the same thing. So the whole point is, I don't necessarily want to get focused on the phone, because the phone is not the point. The point is, are you looking like business, or are you handling business? All right. So let's say for somebody else, every business owner does not need business cards, at least not right away. Okay. Like for my dance company, I have absolutely no need for business cards. Like who am I going to hand them to? A 13-year-old dancer? Like I have no need for business cards, right? I send people to my IG. I send people to the website. Now we do have like flyers and things like that, but that's totally different. So you got to know your demographic and know your market. Are business cards a necessity for you? Remember, when you're starting business, you only want the bare necessities, okay? Do you actually need a web designer to build your website right now? Maybe not. You might not even need a website yet. Now, if y'all are web designers, please don't kill the messenger, okay? Because honestly, you don't want a client who really can't afford you anyway, because then you won't get the monthly maintenance. They are the most high maintenance because they were so strapped to spend that money with you that everything is high priority to them, because that was such a large investment. But nobody's even going to the website. You don't even have a funnel to drive traffic to your website. So these are the things that you really want to think about. Are you in business, or do you just look like you're in business? All right. So let's backtrack. What do you really need to start your business besides an idea? Okay. We got the idea. We know that. You need your product or your offering. Are you giving products or services away? All right. So that's the first thing. You need to be very clear on what you're doing. Who is it for? You're not here to serve everybody. There's over 7 billion people on planet Earth. You cannot service everyone. Find your market, right? That's that saying, the riches are in the niches, right? What is your niche? Who are you called to? Like the Financepreneur, I'm called mostly to people who look like me, right? Who want to make money, who might have had some hurdles in their finances, but still have a business mind or still have a business idea that they want to execute. That's who I'm called to. I'm not called to everybody else. So who else is in my space? Dave Ramsey. Okay, does anybody know Dave Ramsey? Dave Ramsey is all about finances, personal finances, and debt freedom. Okay, Susie Orman. She's an older lady. She's all about personal finances and saving. So we're all in the same space, but we're called to different people. I'm not a 65-year-old white man, okay? I don't know how old Susie Orman is, but I'm not her either, okay? We're called to different people. Dave believes that you should have no debt, not good or bad. I don't necessarily feel that way, but it doesn't mean that some of his principles aren't right. Susie believes that everything is about saving. She only owns 2 pair of earrings. They're like real diamonds, but it's only 2 pair, and she's filthy rich. Y'all, I promise y'all, I will own more than 2 pair of earrings, okay? I am not working hard and trying to build wealth to own 2 pair of earrings. I want all the earrings. I want somebody to walk in my closet and they feel like they just stepped into the jewelry store. That's my goal, you know? So, but at the same time, being financially responsible. So we're not called to the same people, right? So the way we do business won't be the same. So that's just something to think about. Who are you called to? Your people might not necessarily need a website right now. They might just want your IG handle. Your people might not even be on IG. They might be on Facebook, right? So you got to really get clear on who you call to. That way you know where to spend your money. It's crazy to spend money in IG ads for all your people on Facebook. You're working backwards, right? Because somebody told you that they made a lot of money on Instagram. Doesn't mean you're going to make a lot of money on Instagram. All right. So if you got 2 phones and don't need 2 phones yet, nobody's calling the second phone, drop the line. Save the money. Put that money in marketing. Put that money in branding, right? You can always spend money in branding. Branding, we're going to do a whole episode on branding, so I don't even want to get too far ahead on that. But put your money where it will be fruitful to you. Invest in yourself. Go take a class. What certification do you need? Right? It's a lot of certifications that can take your business to another level if you just put your money there versus in other things that make you look good to people who don't even care. All right? So I just want you to be mindful of that, because remember, at the end of the day, we're building financepreneurs here. That's our mission on this platform, to build entrepreneurs who are financially literate so that we can build big business. Our businesses are going to last. Like 98% of all businesses fail. Out of the 2% that don't fail in the first 5 years, don't mean they make it later, right? So you got to know what's going on. And especially now in this technology age, a lot of businesses are failing because they refuse to adapt. They still want to do stuff the old way. Just think about if Blockbuster would have adapted before Netflix took over. They already had the market. Everybody knew Blockbuster. What if they would have went into on-demand streaming before Netflix? Netflix might not have stood a chance. You know, so you can't get stuck in the way dear old granddad did it or your grandma told you to do it. Like, go get some business cards. Don't get them business cards if you don't need it. You in insurance and real estate? Okay, you might need them. You in a creative space? No. What's your IG handle? Send me that. That's all you need, really. So think about that stuff. Write a list think about everything that you already have pertaining to your business. Write a list. On the one side, write, is this necessary? If it is, put a check. If not, mark it out. You know, how can you condense some things? Because it is expensive to be in business, all right? So don't spend your money where it's not necessary. Don't do things that everybody else is doing. It's not your time. And when it is, you'll know. You'll know when it's time to shift. Nobody has to tell you. You'll know when it's time to scale. Your business will talk to you if you listen, all right? And right now it's saying, don't spend the money. Don't spend it. So stop it. But I say it with love. Everything I say is with love because I don't want you to make the mistakes I made. Y'all, I still got stacks of 500 business cards from businesses that didn't make it. And that I never needed from the beginning. But that's what my dad told me to do. You need a business card. So I went on Vistaprint, got 500 cards, right? I mean, thank God they were cheap, but I didn't need it. The whole point is I could have used that money and bought a book, or used that money and bought a course that did something more productive, all right? So let's just go ahead, be mindful of where we're putting our dollars. Only use the bare necessities while we're getting started. And let's build big business. Y'all, I'm Shelly, the Financepreneur. I've enjoyed our time together. Stay lit. See y'all next time.